Good evening. Welcome to Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose. 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews. I am so happy to see you here every single day, looking at and hearing the women that are a part of this process. I am so happy that you are here. I am so excited for all of the women that we have had and all of the women that will be coming. So I hope that you are staying tuned because it already is so very amazing. So let me get over to IG and get live over there. And let's see. Live, 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 live. Live, live, live. Welcome. I didn't get cute today. I don't have no lip gloss. I hope I don't look too dry. My hair sticking up, all this kind of good stuff. I hope that you have had an amazing, what day of the week is this? Thursday. Today is an amazing day. Hey, Bridget Yelder, how are you? I hope that you are having an amazing day today. I am so excited for 100 women. What? Pause. Hold on. Okay, don't be doing this pause. So hold on. Let me make sure. Okay. All right, cool. Welcome to 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews. However, today we do not have a guest. We do not have a guest because our guest had an emergency, actually had a death in her family. So she had to reschedule, which is all fine because I decided that there's a couple of things that we're going to do tonight. So first and foremost, I'm going to allow whoever is on Instagram. Come on, no calls, to come on and talk with me about all of the amazing things. Hey, Lisa Media, if I'm saying that right. Terry Matthews had an emergency. She actually had a death in her family. And so she is going to have to reschedule. So she will not be with us tonight. However, we will talk about the future and the future guests of the 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews. We're also going to talk about some of the things that are coming up under the Darlaina Rose brand, and where you're going to see this platform move to okay. Hold on, what did I do? She is okay. She is just being with family right now, which is what she should do. And so she is doing well. I spoke to her, and when I spoke to her, it was so amazing because she gave me a word. Now, when somebody else is giving you a word, that's a word. So she gave me a word that I am able to absolutely build from and do, what it is that we need to do to, make this platform just as amazing as it has been all of these days. Lisa Media. So tell me, I see that you're tagging people. Thank you for that. She absolutely is so uber amazing. I told her, she said something about what it is that I'm doing. And I said, thank you, but worry about your family. And so she just said, I'm reading her message to me. She said, I think the most important thing for people to understand is a lot of people don't know the journey to get where you need to go. They only know the end result. She said, it's a lot of work in between, some challenging days, some awesome days, but each day, regardless, you have to bring your best, operate in humility, and lead as the Lord has instructed. I also don't take it lightly to employ hundreds of people. She is amazing. And I am just really grateful that she would, hey, Angel, that she would have a word for me as her family um, is experiencing what they're experiencing in this moment. And so I am so grateful for that. So let me see who's on here that I can invite to chat with me. Let's start with this person. Let me see if this person is available to talk. So, whoever you are, you've gotten an invite, and if you are available to talk, by all means, please join me. Hey, Jessica Castillo. Terry Matthews, our guest for the night, had a death in the family, so she will not be on tonight. She's going to reschedule. She is absolutely the epitome of awesomeness. And so she will be with us soon. And so in the interim, we're going to just chat about the direction of 100 Women, 100 Days, 100 Interviews. And so I am really, really excited about where we're going. What's happening under the, you're not ready. It's okay. It's okay. Let me see if I'm going to check this other person and see what's popping. There's always a word somewhere. And, while doing so many things, over these past weeks, getting the women lined up, doing all of the things that have been happening, the Darlaina Rose magazine will be launching next month, June 1st, first issue. And so I am looking for contributing writers. I am looking for people to be featured. I'm looking for people who want to be on the cover. There is, listen, let me tell you something. Bridget Yelder has not missed the episode since we started. I don't care where she's been at in the world. She is always around. Bridget is one of those people who always has a word. She is one of those people that God works through always. And so I said, I'm not even going to worry. At first I started thinking, okay, who can I call? Let me call somebody. And I said, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get on and speak to the people that show up every single day to hear whatever it is that we are talking about. And so there's so much going on. I'm really excited about the magazine. It has been in the works for 2 years, and now it is coming to fruition. And so in the next week, we will be locking down all of the features. It looks like we will be featuring Dr. Loretta Long, Susan from Sesame Street. She plays Susan from Sesame Street. She has an event coming up within the next 90 days called It's Time to Occupy Your Dreams Virtual Slumber Party. So be on the lookout for that. So we're going to be having a virtual slumber party where you get to come to the slumber party, and wherever you are, there she is. I'm just talking about you, Dr. Loretta. That the people will get to come to the slumber party virtually in your PJs, and we're going to talk about your dreams, whatever it is that you've been talking about, and we're going to give you strategies in order to get to your dreams. So that's going to be happening within the next 90 days. We haven't locked down the times yet, but there's going to be flyers and all that kind of stuff. So if you are not following Dr. Loretta Long Official, by all means do so. So we have Miss Bridget on the line. So Miss Bridget is an entrepreneur. She is a lady trucker. And I don't mean a lady trucker that just drive a little minivan or SUV. I mean a lady trucker who drives an 18-wheeler. And she is, let me say it how Zamira says it. Give me my whole 60 inches. She is 60 inches tall. So she jumps out of that truck and they're like, is that you? She is a domestic abuse survivor. She is a three-time author.
Yes.
Three-time author. And when I tell you the stories, y'all, the stories are deep. She absolutely does not look like anything that she has been through. And, Bridget, this wasn't like a night that you were supposed to be on. And so you graciously popped on. So if there is a word that is on your heart that you would like to share with the people that are here, because you never know who's listening, who need what, but I know God talks to you and I know God talks to me through people. So if there is something that is on your heart that you think that you should share, please do.
Absolutely. I can absolutely relate to Miss Terry and what she's experiencing in her family. The word resilient came to me today.
Yes.
Because there is going to be times in our lives where we're going to have to be resilient. We're going to have to push through some of the most challenging things that you have ever faced.
Yes.
We buried my dad 3 weeks ago. And last week, my sister called me on Sunday morning and she said, "Sister, I got up this morning and I found Joe. Joe is her husband. I found Joe in the bathroom on the floor."
Wow.
And went in the bathroom in the middle of the night. Like, how many of us go to the bathroom?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He went in the bathroom in the middle of the night, had a heart attack, and virtually was brain dead.
Wow.
Of hours.
Wow.
This is her husband. My sister is 32 years old, and she is a widow.
Wow.
At 32. 2 days later, we had a cousin to pass. While I left Alabama going to Indiana immediately because I'm thinking it hit so hard because me and my sister, in a year's time, we've lost our parents and we both lost our spouses in a year. So my word for anybody today is, first of all, never assume you have time. Never assume that you have time. I've learned from this that I don't have time, God does.
Yes.
And God is in control of the time. I'm on God's time. So when God tells you to do something, do it. Don't ask questions. Don't ask permission. Do it. Do it because you don't have time not to waste. Because you don't have time to assume that the next 10 minutes belong to you. They don't. And this is not coming from a morbid place. This is coming from a place of hope, honestly.
Yes.
And understanding that, first of all, know that God is in control.
Yes.
And there is nothing that comes to us that He does not allow.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He does. And I'm learning to accept what He allowed.
Yes.
But the word resilient came to me today, and that's all I can say. I wanted to write this big long post today on Instagram, and all I could do was post my picture and write resilient.
And
because
Bridget, you supposed to be dead.
Hey.
And for you to experience what you experienced, they told you would never come off of the tracheotomy, and that's the thing that they put in your throat to help you to breathe. And you hear so much past that. You have given me so much inspiration and motivation even before this year, just because of what you have already experienced. And it's not over. It's not over. And the people that that you've lost, these aren't distant relatives and distant cousins, and it's your parents, it's your spouse, it's your brother-in-law. These are people in your immediate circle. And here you are. I just press the button and you just pop right on. You know, some people can take the loss of one family member, get and never get out.
Right.
Not go to work, not do whatever. But here you are in the midst of extreme loss. Here, ready, willing, and able to serve. If that is not the epitome of resilience, I don't know what is. Debbie Vital says, so sorry for your loss, Bridget. Jessica Castile says, sincerest condolences to your family as well. You know, those are our LCA family members. And Dr. Loretta reiterates, whatever he tells us to do, just do it. And in that spirit, you know that I have landed in Atlanta. I've been here for 3 days. And when I tell you every emotion that a person could possibly feel, I have felt. Every bit of concerns that came up. And because my network is so amazing and God is so good, he sent me all the right people to talk me down. Girl, listen, I talked to Dr. Loretta today. This is what she said. Girl, shut up. Listen, it ain't even no.
You need that. You need that. That's right there.
Yep, just shut up. Shut up. Keep praying. Go in your prayer room and use your music and do something, but do something else other than that. Right? And so I am so grateful for the people that are in my circle that keep me going. Even like I said, Terry Matthews, in the midst of her loss, sent me a few words. She sent me like 3 messages back to back because she said something about send the information for rescheduling to her assistant. And I just said to her, one day I'm going to have me an assistant too. And she sent me back, absolutely you will. You know, and so, and all of these encouraging words that she said on top of that in the midst of her own loss. And she also told me that she lives here in Atlanta and we will catch up at some point this month. So I'm really, really grateful for each.
You already have an assistant, you just haven't met her yet.
I know. I know. And you know what? One of the things, I don't know who said it to me. It might have been Dr. Loretta. I have been asking people to do certain things. As a matter of fact, I think it was her and my other friend, Zanetta. They both said, stop asking and wait to see who shows up.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something. Listen, the motto for my business, the name of my business is Divine Excellence Consulting. I did not want to give it a certain area because I'm so broad. I'm so from truck driving to publishing. Okay, yes. So I could do a little bit of everything, but I'm a consultant. People have always consulted me for information.
Yes.
But the motto of my business is fulfilling my purpose through service. So we fulfill our purpose through service. All you got to do is show up. You show up, you serve, you do what God created you to do. You stand in the space that He gave you to stand.
Yes.
And all of your needs have already been provided. Like
yes.
And on the other day she said God has already completed the story. We're really going backwards.
Yes, yes.
God knows the way it's going to end. The end came first.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Working our way back through to the beginning.
Yes.
And know it, so and our beautiful sister Christelle says, so it is in the natural, so it is in the spirit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's imperative that even in the times of challenges that we speak life, even in the midst, because guess what? Death is a part of the process.
Yes.
We don't have a time clock on it. We don't know when it's coming. Yes. Not that we're sitting around waiting on it to show up.
Yes.
But be found being a light when it shows up.
Absolutely.
Be found being obedient when it shows up. Be found being great when it shows up. Be found doing what God created you to do when it shows up. And guess what?
Yes.
You know my story. I'm telling you, I look around me, just me personally looking around me and where I am today, just to be in a position that I was in last week to say, hey, I'm getting in my car and I'm going to Indiana for a week and don't even worry about working. That was a time I couldn't do that, Darlaina.
I remember. We've been on this journey together. Hey, Faith. How are you? We have to continue to do the work. If you had last year or the year before just said, you know what, I'm just going to stay right here. Just going to do this. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to learn to be a truck driver. I'm not going to learn how to publish books for other people. I'm not going to write in a book. I'm just going to just stay right here. See, God does what he does in the process, in the movement. He don't do it while you sitting still. See, faith without works is dead. So we got to be moving our bodies around in order for us to get to the next thing. I'm sitting here and I was saying all the things that I was saying about the house and things that has happened and things that have changed. And I'm saying to myself, what does that mean? What do I do now? And in less than, I talked to Dr. Loretta after the call. So that was maybe 10, 11. In a matter of an hour or two, everything that I was thinking about was already fixed. It was already done. It was already
it's already done, Darlaina. Listen, the reason how we get in the movement is because it's already done. We're on a big scavenger hunt. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's already done. So if you don't get the move, you don't know that.
Absolutely.
You're sitting still waiting on it to come to you when it's already done. What did we say about the ship? The ship not coming to you. You're going to have to come out to that mug. You understand?
Listen, Dr. Loretta said, no one can follow a parked car. You got to be moving. You got to be moving. I'm so grateful for everything. One of the things that I'm working on, Dr. Gina Page is going to be coming on to the show on June 11th. She's the co-founder and CEO of African Ancestry, right? And, that's something that I've been wanting to know for a long time. And this just speaks to the end. The end is already done. And so I'm like, once I find out, I want to go to my village. I want to this and this and this. So yesterday I get a friend request from this gentleman from Ghana. And I saw that he operates these tours. And I'm like, wow, that's so decent. And so I went on and accepted his friend request, and he sent me greetings from Ghana and all that. And I was like, wow, that's so decent, right? I want to go to Africa so bad. I've never been. And so we started to have this exchange talking. And I was telling him that I was working on my ancestry to see where I come from and what village and all that, because I can't wait to get my name and this and that. And then I said to him, you're from Ghana, but I think I might be from Ghana because I looked at pictures of people from Ghana and I look like them. One of the main ones is that actress, Vanessa L. Williams, the one who played in Soul Food, the dark-skinned one, not the light-skinned one. When I look at her face, I have a whole out-of-body experience. That's how much I see me and her. And so she had her ancestry done, and that is where she is from. And so he said, oh, so if that is the case, he said, do you know what day of the week you were born? And I said, Sunday. He said, a female born on Sunday, your name is SC. And then he said, and then you have a given name. And he said, and today I am going to give you a name at Zipa. And that means something good, something precious, something that everyone wants. I'm like, come on, speak to my life. Speak to my life. And it was so amazing and so good. He sent me, because I said to him, I don't know how to say what you spelled. I said, can you say it to me? And he said, yeah, I can say it for you. And so he sent me this 30-second voice message. I'm going to play it because it made me cry. I think that was why I was so emotional yesterday. But listen to what he said to me. Make sure it's turned up and press.
I bring you greetings, my sister. You greetings, my sister. Yeah, so your name is AC Azepa. Like I say here, we give your first name is always the day of your birth. And a female born on Sunday, you are AC. And I have added Azepa to it. So Azepa is your giving name. So you are now AC Azepa. Azepa means something precious, something wonderful, something very good. In fact, Azepa means something that everybody wants. So today your name is AC Azepa. I will let the elders pour libation on behalf of you. So today your name is AC Azepa.
What? What?
Now listen, this is how amazing God is. The very little things, and it's big to you. You understand? It's big to you. But God is so personal. He's so personal with each one of us.
Yes.
That knows the desires of our heart. He said, if you delight yourself in me, I will give you the desires of your heart.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That just solved a whole lot of things. Are y'all listening?
Yes.
If you delight yourself in me. So how do you delight yourself in God? How do you delight yourself in God? Obedience to what he tells you to do.
Yes.
Resilience in what he made you, who he made you to be. Knowing who he made you to be, serving.
Yes.
Doing what you're doing. You've been doing this for now 74 days. 74 days of consistency, continuation.
Yes.
Oh, just do you understand how big that is? Okay, according to Think and Grow Rich, anything you do for 20 days becomes a habit.
Yes.
You've done it. You've done it. So now you're delighting yourself. We try to make God sometimes, and I grew up in church, so I'm gonna say we.
Yes.
Try to make God all deep in spirit, I won't even say spiritual, deep and mysterious and strange to people when God is personal.
Yes.
God, one-on-one intimacy. Mm-hmm. Because into you, he can see. Why? Because he is there.
Yes. Yes.
If you are looking for God, take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Somebody is looking for God. Somebody is looking and saying, God, where are you? If you are looking for God, take a deep breath.
Let's take one right now. What can you do with that? Can't do nothing but surrender to that.
And it's so beautiful for me, Darlaina. Do you know how many months I went to where I couldn't take a deep breath like that?
Yes. Yes.
With a tissue trach in my neck.
Yes. Yes.
So said to me that you're going to live with this trait for the rest of your life, I told him no. No.
Not at all.
No,
ain't gonna be able to do it.
No.
No.
Why? Because I know that God has worked for me to do, or else I would not be here.
Absolutely.
You would have never met me.
Oh my gosh.
I would have never ever known about books that I've written. No one would have ever known my story, period. And I don't claim to be the greatest, but I acclaim to serve and be who God created me to be, unapologetically and divinely free. I don't need permission to be who God made me to be. And you do it so naturally. You do it authentically. You don't need any makeup to do it. You don't need a bunch of people around to do it. You are who God made. And like, from the people in the grocery store to the people in the boardroom, they would know who you are just by who God made you to be.
Yes.
A light needs no introduction. A light just shows
up. And we do. We show up. We show up for each other. We show up in small ways, and we show up in mighty ways. When Terry called, I mean, she sent me the message at 6:30. You got 30 minutes. I walked around. I said, "Oh well, you ain't got no earrings on, so go put some earrings on." Well, I don't know what you're gonna do, and I said, And I picked up the Entrepreneur magazine because I got this on the flight here, and it just talked about the hottest thing in social media, talking about Clubhouse and how everybody needs to be on it. I said, so I'll drop a couple of tips, and maybe I'll talk about my book. Got it, get it. I was gonna talk about that, and then definitely about African ancestry. And then right when I sat down, God said, "Who on here? Just invite them." Look at that. I ain't have to figure nothing out. I ain't have to think about anything. All we need to do is connect with the people that we already connected to. And we can have any conversation, anytime, anywhere, wherever, whenever.
What they say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
You ain't got to get ready. So, Bridget, thank you. Thank you for popping on and giving us a word, because if you did not get the word was resilience. Resilience. And if you don't know Bridget's story, absolutely make sure that you are following her. Go to her social platforms, buy her book, hear her story, hear the things that she is working on. Not only did she produce her own 3 books, publish them, but she's published books for other people to tell their stories. Always in service, always looking out for the next person, but at the same time driving 18-wheelers and taking care of family and living in her own loss at the same time. So absolutely, when you say your prayers tonight, say one for my friend. And I thank you, Bridget, for showing up so that we can have this conversation. I definitely got a word. I feel the word. And I'm absolutely going to show up and be found doing what God has had me to do. I'm going to be found in service, just like you said. So those words resonated to me very deeply in this moment. And I'm hoping that the guests that are here are also resonating in that. Yes, Dr. Loretta says she is always there. Absolutely. She has not missed an episode. I don't think she's missed an episode. So, I'm so grateful for, our and one of the things that Bridget said to me when we did her official interview was that we have never met in person. We have never met in person. And Bridget is my sister. Not my sister. She's my sister.
I'm flying to Brooklyn from Atlanta, so you'll see me. I'm driving to Atlanta.
Oh, well, You know, the house of roses is here to serve. So by all means, slide on by. I'll be right here. I'm about 20 minutes from the airport. So hey, come on through. Come on through. So thank you, Bridget, for popping on. Thank you for helping us to really share some nuggets and some diamonds. But what I know is every single show is chock full of inspiration and motivation, and today was no different. Sometimes we have to pivot and swerve, and the pivot and swerve is real, and we can do it because God has given us everything that we need in order to do that. So we will be back here tomorrow, same time, same station, with our next amazing woman. I don't even know what episode it is. Somewhere in the 74, 75?
Today was 74.
Lies. 75 days. Woo! Listen, we used to it now. We know what we're doing now. We got it now. We ain't messing this thing up now. So thank you for being here. Thank you everybody for watching. We will absolutely have an amazing time as we get to our 100 women, and we have about 5 bonus babes. So it's actually over 100. So have an amazing rest of your night. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same station. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.